You've called a lot of games, but your best performance wasn't on a football field. It was with Coach Corso. You should be very proud. You
Thank
guys,
you.
especially you.
Thank you, man.
You put him in
I,
a position to succeed, and having understanding TV, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. On our show, this is my 30th year on Game Day, and of course you were there at ESPN when I first started there, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue. I watched Lee Corso. He'd have a legal pad out. He would write in black Sharpie, like two or three sentences for his on camera. He would have a green Sharpie for when he would do his throw line, and they would throw to video, and then he would have whatever he would say in green, and then in blue would go back on a single, and he would so nobody taught me. I was watching him, so I thought that's what you're supposed to do. So I got a legal pad and I got Sharpies and I tried to do what he did. And I could never, I was so terrified of trying to memorize. It was like he was reading a teleprompter because he had practiced it so much. And to go from that to all the experiences with him, both on and off camera. And you know what it's like when you work with people. It's really more the experiences off camera that draw you closer and create a bond. And then that bond kind of carries over on camera. I know you've done it with a bunch of different people, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's almost like an unspoken friendship. And then when he had a stroke, he went from being like the mentor and the coach to me just, we never talked about it. It was just, you're an Ohio guy, I'm an Ohio guy. Like, what can I do to help kind of thing. And so I just kind of sat there. And if he ever needed a little bit of help, I would help. And if he didn't, he didn't need it. And I would try to do it as subtly as I could. And I didn't really realize people were paying attention to it. And I think over time it just became because I'm sitting next to him. If he were sitting next to Dez, I bet Dez would have done it. But he just happened to be sitting next to me, and it was just two friends hanging out next to each other talking football. And I was really really happy the way ESPN handled that. Sometimes big companies, a lot of people, things move on, and they really did him right. With that special they did,
Yeah.
and the fact that it was at Ohio State, ironically enough, where he started with the headgear and finished with the headgear, it was a cool experience to be there with him.
If we don't win the Sports Emmy and you guys win it and you include that, I'll be cheering, standing up. So I'll be fine with that. I'm not fine with anybody else winning the Sports Emmy for show, Herbie. But safe travels as always, and
Thank you, man.
great to connect again.
Great to see you, man. Anytime.
That's Kirk Herbstreit.